Okay, recording this video on Wednesday, 1st of October. It's just coming up to 5:52 a.m. Chicago time. And just going to go through the 15-minute charts on TradingView. We launched the beta indicators a few days ago and had pretty good success. People are very interested, so I thought I would use one of the publishing tools within TradingView to show you what's happening on the 15-minute charts at the moment. So run through the usual 15 markets that I go through on a weekly basis. Pretty quick in this video. So we'll start with the E-mini. E-mini topped out yesterday up at 67.43.50. And you can see we've got an exhaustion pattern on better momentum there with the blue dot. We also have professionals active at the highs. And that's why I've got the pro little square there. And we have come into resistance on all three timeframes. You can see that we're kind of overbought. We have a big things happen at triples signal here. That's the vertical gray line. You can see all of those cyclical resistance patterns on better sine wave all lined up there at that top, and we've dropped off. We've dropped below our trailing stop on better prime. The background's turned gray. So we're in a downtrend. We are below the professional bars, and we are weak and going through supports on better sine waves. So in terms of price and volume, we're in a downtrend. We've had a little bit of a bounce off this 66.80 level to 6700, which is our nemesis kind of price. It's been absolutely key over the last 2 weeks, 6700. We bounced up to it. It's a pullback resistance in a downtrend here. So what I'm looking for today is kind of weakness. We go through 66.80, that'll be good. We need to see blue professional bars at the lows again on this move. So that's what ends moves. Let's see if we kind of continue through 66.80 when we open up this morning. So that's the E-mini. Go through the Forex charts next. So we've got the Euro chart on the 15 minutes. Euro chart bottomed nicely back on the 25th last Tuesday, I think. We had exhaustion buys down, exhaustion sells down here, blue dots, bullish divergence with a red dot, and we had a whole bunch of blue professional boxes come in showing that professionals were buying that low. Then we got our signal long a short while afterwards. We're in an uptrend because the background is in red on the euro. We had some blue professional bars kind of taking profits here, but we haven't had an exhaustion signal. We haven't had a whole bunch of blue professional bars at the highs, so we're still in an uptrend on the euro, but we're weak at the moment. We've overshot resistance on better sine wave. We're coming down. The bars are still red on better sine wave, so technically we're in an uptrend there, but I'd be looking for some weakness. And when the next level kind of support on better sine wave, the highest time frame kind of comes in when these lines come together for an area of support. I think we're just going to kind of go nowhere for a while until that cyclical energy kind of comes in to push us to the upside. British pound, again, similar thing. Bottomed on the 25th. All these exhaustion patterns, blue professional bars, pro signals down here at the lows. We got our signal. We're in an uptrend. Yep, a little bit of professional profit taking, plus we have exhaustion buy and bearish divergence on the British pound here. So we've kind of run out of puff for the time being. So I'd be worried about going anywhere on this. It's not broken into a downtrend yet, but for the time being, it just might settle there on the British pound. Aussie dollar looks a little bit different here. We, again, bottom with exhaustion sells, bullish divergence, blue professional bars here. The signal was later because the trailing stop took a while to kind of switch around down here. We didn't have quite so many blue professional bars come in to pull this down quickly. But here we've come up to exhaustion buy, bearish divergence, flush patterns at the highs. We're putting pullback to end of trends on the intermediate timeframes here when these two lines kind of cross together. We're topping out temporarily in the Aussie dollar. We've had a signal short here at 66, but we bounced from there. So we're in a bit of a no man's land at the moment. We're in the dark, is what I call it, when the background on Better Pro-Am is black. We're in a downtrend in terms of volume, but we're in an uptrend in terms of price. I'd look for when that cyclical resistance comes in on the intermediate time frame, if that comes in kind of under this 66.34 level for an area that it might have just temporarily topped out, and we go for some weakness in the Aussie dollar. Japanese yen, it's had a nice run. Again, bottomed on the 25th, exhaustion sell, bullish divergence, pro bars coming at those lows. Signal, we've signaled long. Here we've had a signal, a couple of signals, kind of exhaustion buy patterns into those highs, blue professional bars, pro signals here. Here we're running out the clock in terms of a pullback to end of trend on the highest time frame. And it's a bit messy with the plots at the moment, but you can see they haven't well, they've crossed actually. The fast line is crossed below the slow line. So it's still showing background in red, but let's see if this kind of just goes nowhere for some time and then eventually kind of rolls over, but nothing to do yet on the Japanese yen. 10 years now, 10-year notes. Here we've got exhaustion sell, bullish divergence, and big pro bars coming here. The background's in blue, the bars are blue, the pro signals are coming. It's all good for professionals stepping in here. I know we've had this signal, but it's kind of in the wrong place. Some point this cyclical support on the highest time frame is going to come in, not quite yet. So I wouldn't be rushing to kind of short this at the moment because we had this low, that was important. We bounced from there. We had some blue professional bars kind of taking profits here, but let's see if this holds. We get up through 1507 there when this cyclical support kind of plays in. So let's just wait and see on that. 30 years, and here a little bit screwy with the plots. That's kind of not right. We'll fix that eventually on the trading view indicators. That shouldn't show. It's just because the levels, the prices on bonds and wheat and notes and so on are in 30 seconds or something like that, and so it kind of screws up the calculations. But what we do have here is a triple going on. So we've got triple supports on all three time frames on better sine wave. That's the solid red line. You can see all three triple supports have come in. So that's super important. Exhaustion sell, bullish divergence come in here, blue professional bars come in. So let's see, if equities sell off, bonds kind of strengthen, that'll be interesting. Gold now, gold's had a nice run, trying to get up to 4,000. We're at 3,009. Signaled nicely, kind of down here at 3750s. We had our signals. Professionals did not take profits here. They on this weakness, they stepped in there and they bought it up, and they've not taken profits yet at those highs. So gold's still in an uptrend, getting a little bit overbought at the moment, but it's in an uptrend. Silver topped out a little bit with exhaustion buy, let's see, but no blue professional bars up there. We had some here kind of rolling over. We've got support in the highest time frame, playing out support to resistance. Again, we're in an uptrend, not going to call this a downtrend yet, but at some point it'll kind of soften. Bitcoin's bounced really nicely from 109. We had exhaustion sells, bullish divergence, pro bars come in here. We had our signal. It's been strong ever since. Some blue professional bars come in here. Didn't generate an exhaustion pattern, but that was pretty strong. And then the weakness, just like gold, just continued to go higher and higher. So we're 17.5. So that's pretty good. No blue professional bars coming yet at the tops. So we're in an uptrend on Bitcoin. Ethereum also in an uptrend. Backgrounds in what's dark at the moment, but it should turn red after we break through resistances here. Some blue professional bars. This exhaustion buy is almost getting the move going. This one kind of stopped the market, and then this with the blue professional background, pro bars and so on, is getting this move going. So they were anxious to pick it up at 3,900, get through 4,000, and now we're up at 4,003. So Ethereum's still in an uptrend. Crude, though, not looking so good. So here's our signal short, exhaustion buy, bearish divergence, big pro bars with the background in blue. This is our signal short, and we're trying to find a bottom down here, but no exhaustion sell. Some blue professional bars, but not enough to stop the market. We're still in the downtrend on crude, but it's trying to find that bottom. Natural gas done nicely here. Bottomed, exhaustion sell, bullish divergence, big pro bars come in. We got our signal, no blue professional bars taking profits on this high, so we're still on an uptrend on natural gas. And copper, not going to talk about copper because it's a nightmare in terms of tariffs and fundamental news with copper mines shutting down. Corn in a downtrend. The background is in grey, but we've had blue professional bars, exhaustion sell, bullish divergence come in. So the beginnings of bottom being formed in corn. So let's see if we get a signal over the next couple of days on corn. Soybeans, same thing. We've got blue professional bars, exhaustion sell, bullish divergence come in, pro signals come in here. It's too early on my long soybeans trade, but let's see if this level holds and we start generating long signals on soybeans. And lastly, wheat, same thing. Exhaustion sell, bullish divergence, big readings down here, oversold, backgrounds in grey, blue professional bars come in there, but the trailing stops miles away. So kind of starting to form bottoms in those softs, but not yet, I would say, for a turnaround. So there we go, a bit of an experiment for me, posting a video via TradingView, and let's see if I can get this uploaded to YouTube as well.